It was a July summer day when Gregory Smith was interviewed by Alpha Team Captain Frank. Something happened with the audio. Due to technical difficulties, not everything was found. However, the following content is what we could salvage from the rubble. Watch this interview.
What up, guys? Today I interviewed Gregory Smith. If you don't know who he is the man who played the live actor for Barry Burton in the original Resident Evil 1. Due to technical difficulties on his side, and maybe a little, well, I wouldn't say my side, but Zoom and this and that and all these different recordings we were doing, there's so many options. I think I forgot to hit something and he forgot to hit something. So unfortunately, most of the audio is not available, but the video is. Alright, so with that being said, I'll give a rundown of this interview. Basically, it's a little bit about his early life and about how he got the part as Barry. In his early days, he was a teacher, and I think he eventually became a principal. And I think the government had some kind of program where they sent him to Tokyo. He was saying a lot about the programs. I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. But it was like an exchange student kind of thing. So they sent him to Tokyo, and he actually learned Japanese. And in the midst of that, Capcom was just finished Resident Evil 1, but they still had to shoot all the live scenes for, the sequences and the opening of the game and the ending and all that kind of stuff. So he said he was walking the streets of Tokyo, and literally Capcom people came up to him and said to him, we have this character, you look just like him, do you want to play it? He thought about it, he said yeah. He said immediately he signed a bunch of contracts. Same for the other people. I don't know how they got approached. I'm sure they were all in Japan at the same kind of time frame. And he said next thing you know, people from Capcom, special effect artists, hairstylists, the whole 9 yards, they shot for 3-4 days. He said he would start at 2 p.m. Sometimes he didn't get done to 3 a.m. And he said they took good care of him. But pretty much once it was done, it was done. He never really got no invites. They didn't send him no copies of the game. And I also talked to Paul Haddad, the late Paul Haddad, rest in peace, Paul. And he said similar things. So from what I take from all this is that whether they're voice actors or live actors, they're usually just guns for hire. They do their job and that's it. But the interesting thing with Greg is he isn't the one who did the voice. There was separate casts, so you had live actors in Resident Evil 1, and then you also had voice actors. The funny thing is the guy who did Barry's voice, his real name is Barry. Go figure. But as far as Greg, his story is pretty interesting. I just feel like he was meant to be Barry. Literally, that was his fate. He was a teacher, he got sent to Tokyo, he learned Japanese, he learned how to cook Japanese style food, this, that. But his ultimate fate was to, be in this game that was going to be one of the biggest games of all time, and he had no clue. They'll pay you good, but it's according to Paul Haddad, God rest his soul, he was the voice actor for Leon in Part 2. He claims that all the actors are the bottom of the bottom when it comes to the game, which to me, I guess it makes sense, but you guys are the people who kind of brought it to life, so I always figured or thought you guys should be considered higher ranked, but
I think we get $1,500 a day.
Right.
At the time, which back in 1995 wasn't too bad for a day's work.
Right.
Anyway, that was pretty good. It was okay.
And the food was good. That's a plus.
It was okay. Yeah, it was.
All right. All in all, I want to thank Greg. He's a really cool guy. A very nice man. He's a great family man of many talents. He speaks Japanese. He taught in school for 30 years. He's a principal. He comes to the States a lot. I think he goes to Vegas once a year usually. He's a big Harley Davidson fan. He likes his motorcycles. He's just a cool guy. So thank you, Greg. Thank you, everyone, for watching this. If you like what you see, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Peace.